Donald Trump is out there this week, folks, trying to go ahead and convince you that when he loses in 2024, it's totally not his fault. It's the fault of those darned liberal Democrat prosecutors who he said in a post on Truth Social are somehow already conspiring to steal the 2024 election for the Democratic Party. Here's what he said. Crooked Democrat prosecutors, many of them racist in reverse, are trying to steal a second presidential election. They did it in 2020, and we're not going to let them do it again in 2024. Maga! Now, that's weird. I don't need to say that. Like, I know you're watching this, so you already know, like, yes, that is weird. Thank you for stating the obvious. I get it. But that's just my kind of knee-jerk reaction. Like, that's very weird. I wonder why suddenly you're like, those darn Democrat crooked prosecutors, racist in reverse. Like, what sparked all this? Could it be what's happening in the state of Georgia? Are you that terrified of getting indicted? I mean, we know your lawyers have been out there all over the place attacking that, kind of kooky juror who's been out in the media the last week, definitely not doing the prosecution any favors. But claiming that they're going to steal the 2024 election, these prosecutors are going to steal the election. They did it before, he said. Now, which is weird because I was unaware that prosecutors in any way, shape, or form were involved in Donald Trump's 2020 conspiracies, but I guess he's had to retroactively go back and rewrite those conspiracy theories in his head about 2020 being stolen. So now he's added prosecutors to the mix, whereas they didn't exist before. So, okay, interesting development, right? He's terrified of being indicted. And that, of course, is what he's talking about. Whether it's in Georgia, whether it's at the DOJ, whether it's in the state of New York, he's terrified of being indicted. A lot of different signs right now seem to be pointing in that direction. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not making any predictions right now. The guy's gotten away with more stuff than any of us could ever imagine. You know, weaseled his way out of situations where we all thought, oh, he's going down for sure. And then he easily doesn't go down. So again, I don't think he'll be indicted, but he seems to think he will be, or at least his lawyers may be telling him, hey, you need to start grappling with the possibility that you could be indicted. So what he's trying to do with this post that makes absolutely no sense, but what he's trying to do is go ahead and craft that narrative, right? So the only reason I would be indicted is because they're trying to steal the election. You know, it's definitely not because I've ever broken any laws. Oh God, no, that never happened, folks. It's only because they fear me as a leader. They fear me as a political opponent, so they're going to do whatever they can to go after me. He is prepping his audience now for indictments should they come in the future. Now, he did a similar thing, of course, with the Mueller investigation, and we all know how that turned out for Trump. So, you know, this is all a preemptive thing. I don't think it really tells us one way or another, to be honest with you, whether he thinks he'll be indicted. He's trying to play it safe, and just in the off chance he does get indicted, he's already now laid the groundwork with his idiotic base that any indictment isn't real. It's just an attempt to steal the next election from him like those bastards did in 2020. Now, you got your butt handed to you in the 2020 election because people rejected you, mostly because of the pandemic that you so grossly mishandled. If you lose again in 2024, assuming you even make it past the primaries and caucuses, it's because voters still hate you. It's not because of the prosecutors. It's not because of anyone other than yourself. Nobody is stealing any election. The voters are just telling you they don't want you back. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.